When you wake up more exhausted than when you went to bed, you slept 7 hours, maybe 8, no alarms, no interruptions, and yet you wake up feeling like a truck ran over your soul. Your body aches, your brain is fog, your limbs feel like they're underwater. You stare at the ceiling and wonder, why am I still so tired? And then the shame sets in. Am I just lazy? Why can't I get it together? Other people function. Why can't I? But the truth is, this isn't about sleep. This is about what's happening inside you while you're sleeping, and even more so while you're awake. Because rest isn't just physical. It's emotional, mental, spiritual. And if you're carrying invisible weight all day, shame, worry, resentment, pressure, you don't just collapse at night, you crash. And crashing is not rest, it's shutdown. This is what no one tells you about women with depression, burnout, or silent emotional pain. They sleep, but their nervous system never really turns off. Their muscles soften, but their brain keeps spinning. Their body lies still, but their mind is still bracing for the next hit. So when morning comes, it's not renewal, it's survival mode. All over again. If you felt this, you're not alone. You wake up and your chest already feels tight. Your to-do list is screaming before your eyes open. You feel 10 steps behind before you've even stood up. You want to cry, but you're too numb to start. So you drag yourself out of bed. You do what you have to, and you promise yourself you'll rest later. But later never comes. Because you don't need more sleep. You need to feel safe enough to truly rest. Let's name some truths. Purple circle, you are not lazy. Purple circle, you are not broken. Purple circle, you are not doing life wrong. You are tired from carrying what others don't see. You are tired of pretending. Tired of smiling through it. Tired of holding everything together when no one asks how you're doing. And yes, sleep helps. But when the root of your exhaustion is emotional, no amount of hours can heal what you're not allowed to feel. If this sounds like your mornings, if you wake up already depleted, already on edge, already defeated, this video is for you. In the next topic, we'll break down exactly what's happening in your brain and nervous system that causes chronic tiredness, even when your schedule says you should be fine. You don't need more motivation. You need restoration. And it's possible. You just haven't been taught how. Your body slept, but your nervous system didn't. You lay down. You close your eyes. You even sleep 7 or 8 hours. But when you wake up, it feels like your brain never powered off. Why? Because real rest doesn't come from sleep alone. It comes from feeling safe, emotionally, mentally, and neurologically. And if your brain is in survival mode, it won't let you truly rest. It stays on high alert even while you sleep. Repeat button 1. Your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight. Your nervous system has 2 gears. Green circle parasympathetic, rest, digest, heal, repair. Red circle sympathetic, fight, flight, brace, survive. When you're stuck in chronic stress, trauma, or emotional suppression, your body lives in the red zone, even at night. So instead of deep, nourishing rest, your body spends the night tensed, guarded, and scanning for threats. And guess what? That tension doesn't vanish just because you're asleep. Brain too. Your brain never finishes emotional processing. Sleep is when your brain organizes emotions, memories, and stress. But if you go to bed overwhelmed, emotionally shut down, or holding in everything you wanted to cry about, Your brain spends the night sorting through unprocessed pain. So while your body is in bed, your mind is replaying worries, cycling through what-if thoughts, trying to file emotions you never got to feel. It's like asking someone to clean a house while it's still being lived in. They never finish. That's your brain at night, working overtime and waking up just as exhausted. Hourglass not done 3. Adrenal fatigue and hormonal imbalance. Women under long-term stress often experience cortisol dysregulation. Here's what that looks like. You're wired at night. You crash in the morning. Your energy is upside down. Your body no longer knows when to rest and when to rise. This messes with deep sleep cycles, hormone recovery, mood regulation, your sense of emotional stability. So yes, you slept, but your chemistry didn't reset. Brain 4. Mental load equals constant background noise. Ever tried sleeping while a machine hums loudly in the room? That's what mental load feels like. Even in bed, your brain is still, keeping track of responsibilities, replaying conversations, managing other people's needs, feeling guilty for what you didn't do, making lists, planning, bracing. This isn't rest. It's cognitive overload in quiet form. And no wonder you wake up tired. You were never fully off. ZZZ5. Emotional suppression blocks deep rest. When you're afraid to feel, your body holds emotion in your muscles, breath, posture, and nervous system. So even while sleeping, your body is tense shoulders, shallow breath, tight jaw, curled posture. Your body never gets to release. And without release, there is no repair. Light bulb. So what's the answer? It's not just get more sleep. It's get safer in your own body. Let yourself feel before forcing yourself to rest. Give your mind permission to stop solving for a moment. Stop sleeping like you're surviving. Start resting like you're healing. In the next topic, we'll tell the story of someone who spent years waking up tired until she realized she wasn't just tired. She was emotionally starved. And what she needed wasn't sleep, it was relief. The woman who slept all night and still woke up defeated. Her name was Laura. On paper, she was doing everything right. She went to bed early, took magnesium, kept her phone out of the room, even played soft music to fall asleep. And yet, every morning, she woke up with a sigh that sounded like surrender. Her eyes opened, but her soul stayed down. Her body rose, but her mind dragged behind. And the first thought that hit her wasn't joy, or gratitude, or clarity. It was this: I'm already tired. Laura wasn't lazy. She was emotionally overloaded. Not from dramatic events, but from carrying the weight of everything in silence. The expectations, the invisible emotional labor, the grief she never voiced, the pressure to always be the strong one, the quiet guilt of never doing enough. Sleep became just another thing she had to check off. Not a sanctuary, not a gift, just a pause between two marathons. She'd wake up with a pounding chest, a jaw clenched so tight it ached, shoulders hunched like she'd fought battles all night, a mind that was already sprinting, and no one could see it, because Laura still smiled, still worked, still showed up, but inside, she was begging for someone to ask, "Are you really okay?" She kept saying, "I just need a good night's sleep. Maybe I need a new pillow. Maybe I'm just getting older." But deep down, she knew this wasn't about her bed. This was about her burden. Everything changed the day she didn't push herself out of bed. She just laid there, hands over her heart, and whispered, "I'm not lazy. I'm just done pretending this is normal." She didn't have a breakdown. She had a breakthrough. And from that moment, she stopped chasing rest like it was a prize to earn, and started listening to her body like it was a friend that had been ignored for years. She began asking different questions. What am I holding that's not mine? What am I afraid to feel at night? Why do I only rest when I collapse? What would real restoration look like for me? And as she softened her routines, she started waking up less tense, less braced, more human. Not because her sleep got longer, but because her heart got lighter. If you've been waking up like Laura, already behind, already depleted, please know, you don't need more discipline. You need more permission to stop bracing, to stop performing, to stop holding it all, and maybe to cry before bed instead of scrolling, to ask for help instead of pushing through, to rest like someone who believes they deserve to heal. In the next topic, I'll show you real, practical ways to restore emotional energy before and during sleep, so your body isn't just lying down, it's finally letting go. How to create emotional safety before sleep. You don't fall asleep when you're tired. You fall asleep when you feel safe. And if your mind is spinning, your chest is heavy, or your soul is bracing for the next emotional hit, sleep becomes a shut-off, not a surrender. Let's change that. Here are simple but powerful ways to help your body and mind feel safe enough to rest. 1. Tell your nervous system, we're done for today. Before bed, sit on the edge of your bed, hand on your heart, breathe in deeply, exhale slowly. Then say this, out loud or in your mind. I did enough today. I am allowed to rest. I don't have to carry it into sleep. You are signaling to your brain, there is no threat right now. And that softens the alert system inside you. Writing hand 2. Empty the mind before it starts looping. Keep a notebook by your bed. Before you lie down, write, here's what I'm worried about. Here's what I'll deal with tomorrow. Here's what I release tonight. This isn't a to-do list. It's a release list. When your brain knows things are safely stored, it lets go. Otherwise, it keeps you alert, trying to remember what not to forget. Stop sign 3. No emotional input 1 hour before sleep. No drama. No fights. No scrolling. No stressful conversations. No overstimulation. That includes news, social media, emails, high stimulation music or shows. You can't calm your body if you're still feeding attention. Sleep needs a runway, not a crash landing. Woman in lotus position 4. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This helps regulate your nervous system and prep your brain for rest. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Repeat this 3 to 4 times. It signals to your body, we are not in danger. And when you don't feel in danger, you can finally surrender to sleep without bracing. Headphone 5. Use grounding rituals. Ritual equals repetition with intention. Try rubbing essential oil on your wrists, saying a calming mantra, reading one paragraph of something peaceful, placing your hand over your heart and saying, I'm safe now. Your body starts to associate that ritual with release. And over time, it responds faster. Light bulb bonus. Don't chase sleep, invite it. Rest is not a reward. It's a right. You don't need to exhaust yourself to earn it. Say this before sleep. Rest is not a weakness. It's where I remember who I am. In the next topic, I'll guide you through a soft, powerful visualization to help you let go of the day, so your sleep becomes healing, not just escape. Because the goal isn't just to sleep longer. It's to wake up restored. Guided visualization to let go of the day. Close your eyes. Let your body become still. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Loosen your stomach. Release your hands. Now, take a deep, slow breath through your nose. Hold it, and exhale softly through your mouth. Again, slower this time. With each breath, you are telling your body, it's okay to stop. Nothing is chasing me. I don't have to hold it tonight. Now, imagine this. You are standing in a quiet room. It's dim, but warm. Safe. No noise. No screens. No demands. Just silence. In the center of the room is a table. On the table are invisible things you've been carrying all day. Worries, guilt, self-pressure, conversations you replayed, tasks you didn't finish, the invisible emotional weight you hide. One by one, you pick them up, you name them, and you set them down. This fear, I release it. This tension, I set it here. This need to prove myself. It doesn't belong in my sleep. You don't need to fix them tonight. You just need to let them rest. Like you. Now imagine a soft golden light above you. It drips down slowly. Like honey. Like grace. It touches your forehead. Your chest. Your hands. Your legs. And your feet. And as it touches you, your body becomes heavier. Not tired. Relaxed. The light is whispering. You are safe now. You are allowed to rest. You don't need to earn this peace. You can wake up lighter. And you believe it. Because for once, your body isn't arguing. Now let go of one last thing. The belief that tired is your default. You are not meant to live exhausted. You are not meant to survive your life. You are meant to feel life again, in softness, in presence, in peace. Take one more deep breath. Smile, just a little. And tell yourself, tonight I let go. Tomorrow, I begin again. Cyclone, if this video helped you soften, breathe, or simply feel seen, please like it, share it with someone who wakes up tired, and subscribe for weekly healing. This channel is your space for emotional rest and mental recovery. You don't need to do it alone. Not anymore.